众目睽睽之下，你俩干嘛呢？公主抱呢？
只有抱，没有公主。
你会不会抓重点？先把我放下来，放我下来。
Hi! For you Chinese drama lovers, you may be familiar with the drama Falling Into Your Smile, right? Like dramas as usual, this drama also has memorable scenes or unforgettable scenes that is hard for you to move on, or even you get carried away easily by the drama. So this time, we'll discuss top 10 memorable Falling Into Your Smile right away. Here is the snippet of the top 10 memorable Falling Into Your Smile moment, top List Drama version.
柔韧度不够，腰要断了。
你躲什么？我又不会对你做什么。
你很危险。
Before we dive into our other list, make sure to hit the subscribe button and thumbs up to always keep up with us. Cheers! Tong Yau joins ZGDX. The first unforgettable moment is when the news about Tong Yau joining ZGDX has spread on the internet. Apparently, it causes a lot of people against the idea as Tong Yau is a woman. But at the time, Tong Yau had a long journey until she finally got into ZGDX. When she arrived at the door, Cheng opened the door and took Tong Yau's food because he didn't recognize her. Cheng thought she was the one who brought the food for them. And finally, Tong Yau posted something on Weibo, and after that, Tong Yau entered the headquarters. On the first day, Tong Yau and Cheng had a cold war. When Cheng asked Tong Yau to delete the post, but Tong Yau refused to do it before he apologized.
微博删了。
不，
微博删了。
我不。
再说最后一次，微博删了。
Cheng tries to chill out Tong Yau. In the next scene, Cheng sees Tong Yau who hasn't slept and is online even though it's dawn already. He comes out of his room eventually and sees Tong Yau who is still in the front of the computer all night. Cheng reminds her to go to bed soon, but Tong Yau says she will sleep in a few moments. Finally, Tong Yau closed her eyes, which made Tong Yau wrap up her activities. After moving her hand from Tong Yau's face, Tong Yau cried and blamed herself for the loss she made. Cheng was seen calming Tong Yau by letting Tong Yau crying so she wouldn't hold it in.
骗你的，我有事，出大事了。
看出来了。
Tong Yau, who saw the ghost. In the scene, Cheng escorts the half-drunk Tong Yau. However, because he doesn't want to be caught by anyone, Cheng decided to leave Tong Yau in the park and went to buy hangover medicine. When Cheng left, Tong Yau returned to the headquarters instead. When entering the headquarters, she saw a similar figure to Cheng in front of the screen. Tong Yau thought it was a ghost. She immediately ran and hugged Cheng. In the end, Cheng brought Tong Yau back to the headquarters, and it turns out that the person is Lu Yue, Cheng's brother.
你们俩长得好像啊！
一个爹妈生的，当然长得像。
陆月，
明神。
Unexpectedly, Tong Yau fell asleep next to Cheng. The next unforgettable moment was when Tong Yau unexpectedly fell asleep in Cheng's room. When Cheng woke up, he saw Tong Yau who was next to him. Shortly after the team came and woke Cheng, Cheng eventually said they shouldn't be too noisy because Tong Yau was still sleeping in his room. Then, after Cheng back to his room and saw a scared Tong Yau hiding in the blanket.
是，队长大人万岁！我下辈子给你做牛做马，行了吧？
不行，我要检查。
不行，你给我，别看。
不行。
给我。
不行。
你给我。
不给。
你给我。
Cheng carrying Tong Yau in public. After performing the match, ZGDX finally appeared in front of the stage to meet fans and reporters. but Xiao accidentally stepped on his shoe and made Tong Yao almost fall. Cheng swiftly grabbed and carried her in front of the crowd. It caused a lot of people excited to see the two of them, but during the interview, Tong Yao explained what happened and there was no relationship between them.
走路都能摔，你缺钙了。
是你家辅助先踩我的鞋。
众目睽睽之下，你俩干嘛呢？公主抱呢？
只有抱，没有公主。
你会不会抓重点？先把我放下来，放我下来。
Cold War between Cheng and Tong Yao. The Cold War between Cheng and Tong Yao often happens. In the scene, Tong Yao and Cheng are involved in a Cold War game. In the interview, Tong Yao and Cheng seems to have a different perspective. After the interview is over, Tong Yao and Cheng were still seen cold to each other, but Cheng also shows his caring to Tong Yao. Even his teammates realize that Cheng yielded. At the moment, Cheng seems to like Tong Yao even more.
你这几天不理我，只是因为生气吗？
因为害怕，害怕会心寒。
Intimate kiss at the cinema. The next unforgettable moment was when Tong Yao didn't want to partner with Lu Shicheng because she was afraid that Lu Shicheng's fans would get angry and think he wasn't worthy of Cheng. But Cheng convinced Tong Yao that he didn't care about other people's comments to him.
我只是喜欢上了一个小姑娘而已。
Hearing this, Tong Yao kissed Lu and then they entered the cinema. In there, Lu Shicheng looks very spoiled with Tong Yao. Apparently, Cheng hasn't had enough of the previous kiss. Tong Yao also refuses, but seeing Cheng who is cranky, he finally kisses his girlfriend again in the cinema. Find an excuse to hug Tong Yao. Cheng is really good at making excuses. In the scene, Tong Yao and the team are already inside the headquarters. Because there are a lot of people here, Cheng starts looking for excuses on how to get him to hug Tong Yao. Cheng reminds Tong Yao that Tong Yao left her things in Cheng's room. At first, Tong Yao said she didn't leave anything, so, as not to be suspicious, Cheng sent a message reminding Tong Yao that she did leave something. Finally, Tong Yao went to Cheng's room and she didn't find anyone there. But suddenly, Cheng appears from behind and hugs Tong Yao. The next day, they promise to go on a date.
队长，柔韧度不够，腰要断了。
你躲什么？我又不会对你做什么。
你很危险。
New news that was unexpected and made the team get carried away. Memorable scenes that are no less interesting are when the team began to suspect a relationship between the two of them by looking at several photos that were spread on the internet. Seeing these photos, the team believed they had a relationship. Not long after Tong Yao came and saw what they were doing, so her photo with Cheng was scattered. Tong Yao tried to dodge, but not long after that Cheng finally came. Cheng said that he really likes Tong Yao secretly. Feeling embarrassed, Tong Yao left them. But Cheng tried to calm her down by sending a short message to Tong Yao.
对啊，我暗恋他。
无聊。
啊？
Public announcement of their relationship. During this time, Cheng and Tong Yao were dating secretly, but it wasn't uncommon for moments when they were alone to be caught and spread on the internet. This relationship was discovered by Cheng's mother and said it would be difficult for both of them. Cheng didn't care and was ready to face anything. Finally, Cheng and Tong Yao announced the relationship between the two of them to the public, which made pros and cons. After that, Cheng realized what he had done rashly and was afraid that people's comments on the internet would affect Tong Yao. But Tong Yao said she would be fine. These are 10 memorable falling into your smile. Which of the 10 moments is the most unforgettable moments for you? Don't hesitate to comment down below, okay? Bye!